it's right around the corner. So hi Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see you. Make sure you go watch the general energy for Scorpio season, and make sure you watch your tarot scopes for your moon and rising sign also. Let's see what Scorpio season has in store for you. It's been a rough couple seasons for you, Capricorn, and those that haven't had it so rough have been going through a lot of changes. I just got Ozzy Osbourne's Changes in my head. Or I guess, is it Black Sabbath, technically? Or Ozzy? I'm going through changes. And he might have done a cover of that, because I think I've heard Charles Bradley sings it. Somebody like that. Anyway. I'm going through changes. Lots of changes happening. And Scorpio season loves to throw some changes at us for sure. Let's see what's happening here. Ooh. 4 of Wands in reverse. So, right off the bat, this tells me that you're not feeling very grounded. The 4 of Wands is like a coming home card, coming home to celebrate after a long journey. Being welcomed back in open arms. This also can be like a wedding or graduation, christening, the big events that happen with not just you but your community. But one of the first feelings I kind of got is that you might just be feeling ungrounded. It's like almost like on like shaky ground. It's not just ungrounded, it's just like shaky ground. You might just not be very sure, as you usually are. You're usually very, very sure about things, and you're very capable. You know what you want, you know how to get it. And this just feels like you just might not be quite sure right now. Or you might have been feeling like dealing with not being sure. And maybe, you know, you might have felt like you were sure about something, and now you're just like, I don't know if I'm as sure as I thought I was about this. You know? Let's see what else is coming up with this. The Ace of Cups in reverse and Judgment. I feel like you've gotten Judgment a couple times. So what do we do when we're not feeling grounded? We're not feeling at home. We're not feeling at home with ourselves, too, because being a very unshakable sign and then feeling like you're on shaky ground can really mess with how you feel at your core. And this idea that when we know ourselves, we can come home to ourselves. And with coming up with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's really like you're not even feeling grounded in yourself. You're not even feeling this usual solid feeling you have of yourself and your abilities. When the Ace of Cups comes up in reverse, it's a big sign that you need to, like, fill your own cup, man. Fill your own cup. And you know what this image makes me think of, too? Let me turn it around so you can see it. This image makes me think of a really cool example I saw on, it's either on TikTok or Instagram, about how to fill your cup in order for you to be able to fill other people's cups. Because I've seen that with a lot of Capricorns too, that they really care about what other people are doing too, and they really like want to be there for the people that they love, and they can get caught up filling their cups, filling other people's cups before they fill their own cup. And this feels like it's coming up for you. The example I saw is that this woman, I think she was a psychologist, said this is the example of how most people fill their cup. They fill it up once, and then she started pouring it, and then here's everybody else. Here's everyone else's cups, and then just start pouring it. Okay, my cup's full. Here, you can have a little, you can have a little, you can have a little. But how it's actually supposed to work is she put these 4 cups. See how there's at least 4? Oh, 5. I saw there were only 4. There's at least 5 little fountain sprouts coming off here, but she put these like 4 cups together and put your cup on top and started filling that with water. And you're supposed to fill your cup and keep filling it until it overflows and then is able to fill other people's cups. You are not supposed to fill your cup in order to empty it for everybody else. You're supposed to fill it and try to maintain a filled cup in order for it to then spill over into the people around you. And there's something happening for you where there's like a calling. Spirit's really calling you to your destiny, calling you to your fate, calling you to your path of purpose. You are being called to awaken to what's really happening inside, to what you really should be doing on this earth. And you can't hear that call or answer it if you're not grounded and if your cup's drained. I feel like you're looking for this. You're looking for that path. You're looking for that passion. You're looking for, like, please just tell me what to do. Like, I just want to be, happy and successful. And I feel like I'm just running around and, like, I keep trying all these things and nothing's working out. Well, here's your answer. Are you grounded and is your cup full? Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, so it's these next 3 cards, it's even more imperative that you ground yourself and that you fill your cup. Because next is the Devil, which is Capricorn, the Sun, and the Lovers. So after Judgment, so getting on that path of purpose, what's the path? The Devil, the Sun, and the Lovers. Here you are. Here's Scorpio season helping you really look at your shadow, really accepting the things that you've had to do and change. And look what's on the other side. The sun. The sun doesn't come up very often. Bright new day. All your hard work has paid off. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be great? There's definitely some work here you have to get there, but to be fully embodied in your light, to be surrounded by love, to be with your soulmates, to be with yourself, to have that happiness and that glory. Glory is the word that just came up. Being glorious in your life. It just feels like it's right around the corner. So many of these readings, it's like what you want is right around the corner. And if you would let go a little bit, stop resisting a couple things and just accepting, you would be able to see what's waiting for you on the other side. Grounding and cup filling. That's your first step. Okay? It's right around the corner. The universe is pushing you to be your best self. to be that self that you envisioned, to be that self that you planned in the spirit world before you even came down here. If you've ever heard of Akashic Records, soul planning, we chose a lot of this. A lot of it's choose your own adventure. There's different paths we can take, but there's a lot of significant things in life that we choose, and then when we get to these points that are like, supposed to be doing something else, what is it? It's getting on this path of waking up to that, remembering what you were supposed to do on this planet, remembering who you were supposed to be. And being fully you. Gonna pull you a Mystical Shaman Oracle card. That's what I was shuffling just now. Oh, interesting. We'll see what this has to say. The Curse. I haven't seen this one in a while. The Curse. I'm going to read the invitation because it's upright. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in your life can heal it. The invitation. It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live in a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. That one's always very cool. It doesn't get pulled a lot, so I always forget what it's going to say because it can be kind of daunting. But I think that's great little cherry on top for what's coming up for you, Capricorn. Because you might be holding on to what's happening here, since we kind of have this like family home card come up. This could easily be where the ancestor energy is coming up, where you could still be holding on to the truths of those who raised you or those in your lineage that aren't your truths, and that your ancestors want you to heal those things and to break those cycles, not just for you and your future and your children's future, but for your ancestors also. When we heal parts of our soul on earth, we don't just heal for ourselves, we heal for our entire soul group. So it's imperative that we do that work. It's imperative that we enjoy our lives also, don't get me wrong, but it's a huge part of why we're here, is to break those curses. Do you have a family curse? I know I do. We have family curses we talk about. We have family curses that we talk about that I didn't even think was getting to me and starting my business. And I realized, holy crap, the family curse is about people losing their businesses. So of course there's going to be resistance and fear that came up for me when I was starting a business. If it's doomed to fail. But we're not doomed to fail. We're not here to be doomed. We are here to fail sometimes. But we're not here to be doomed or to be cursed. And we can turn that around. You can turn it around. You and your family can turn it around. You and your friends can turn it around. You and your chosen family. so many beautiful situations that it can be better for you. And I know it can. So examine where some past things might be coming up for you that aren't even just your past things, but your ancestors, your family, your parents, your grandparents' things. And make sure you're filling your cup, man. I hate when the Ace of Cups comes up in reverse. Like, that means you're just letting it drain. Okay? It's okay to say no. And the people that love you will understand. Alright? Okay, Capricorn. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. Share with a friend. Go watch your moon and rising sign. And go watch the general Scorpio reading for the season. You can hear about my hat. And I will see you for Sagittarius season. Bye.